It is hard to believe that Final Fantasy VII has just turned 25 years old. I would not be surprised if some of you young whippersnappers were not even a twinkling in your mother's eye when this game was first released, but I am at the tender old age where I do remember those days back in 1997. Indeed, I still have fond memories of my first time playing through what would become my favourite video game of all time. Still, that will be enough patronising nostalgia for one video. Final Fantasy VII is a great game, but at 25 years old, it is looking a little dated. Fortunately, the fans have been stepping up for years to add that extra polish with modifications to the game graphics, audio, and gameplay. We are pretty much at the point now where you can mod your Final Fantasy VII setup to the point where it feels far more modern and fresh. Now, one aspect of the original game that has always been tricky to enhance with mods are those pre-rendered FMV cutscenes. Certainly recently, a lot of work has gone into upscaling and improving the fidelity of those FMVs, and I don't wish to detract from the amazing work that modders like Satsuki Yatoshi, amongst others, have done here. With their amazing work though, it kind of felt like we had reached the pinnacle of where modding could take us in improving these FMV videos. Well, thanks to a modder known as Cosmos, that assumption has recently been proven completely wrong. You see, what Cosmos has done here, in epic fashion I might add, is taken those upscaled FMVs and enhanced them further by replacing the in-video, pre-rendered characters with higher quality models. Now, I cannot even begin to fathom how this was done, but the results truly speak for themselves. As genre-defining as the FMVs were back in 1997, the character models were the weak source in several of them. So what Cosmos' mod actually allows you to do is to replace the character art in those FMVs with higher fidelity Chibi models provided by Nino Style, or their full-size counterpart models provided by Calderasha. Now, as a brief point of clarity, not every FMV in the game has been altered by this mod. Rather, this is specifically for those that originally used the low-poly Chibi character models. However, since the mod is based on the upscaled FMVs, even those cutscenes that do not have the Chibi models are going to be looking far more stunning in higher resolution. So now I'm going to explain how you can download and install Cosmos' mod, and then I will demonstrate a full comparison between a modded FMV and how it appears in the original game. So thank you for watching, please enjoy the video, and remember to subscribe for future Final Fantasy content. Before we actually get the mod set up, just make sure as a prerequisite that you have Seventh Heaven downloaded, installed, ready to go. And the latest version of Seventh Heaven as of making this video is 2.3.3. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Seventh Heaven is a really awesome mod manager for Final Fantasy VII. It allows you to bring mods in and out of the game whenever you want to, literally with a click of a button. And if you don't know how to install this, then I will leave a link to this video, which is the last video I made on the subject, which goes through how to install and set up Seventh Heaven, along with the latest FF7 NX driver, which I also recommend getting set up. It's a bit of a process, but it is a one-time thing, and once you've done that, handling mods in FF7 is very, very simple. So with Seventh Heaven set up, what you are going to want to do is download the actual FMV mod itself by Cosmos. Now, I will leave a link to the Kim forums where you can do this. There is a choice between the 15 FPS FMVs and the 30 FPS FMVs. I'm going for the 30, but it's worth noting that the original FMVs in Final Fantasy VII are 15 frames per second, so if you want to keep that sort of janky look to them, then this is the collection you will want to get. But all we need to do is click the one we want. This will take us to the Mega website, where we can select download, and I would choose standard download for myself because I don't have an account or anything. That will unfortunately cap our download at 2.5 megabits per second, so it takes about 20 minutes to get that done. Okay, so the Cosmos FMV Mod IRO has been downloaded, and if you're expecting the installation of this to be a complicated process, then fret not, because the opposite is the case. It's very simple. All you need to do is copy or cut the file, and if we open Seventh Heaven, right-click on the My Mods tab right up here, and that will automatically bring up the mods folder for Seventh Heaven. We paste it in. We're done. Simple as that. Oh, just refresh the mods list here so it shows up. There it is. Now, all I do is just move the FMV mod up a little bit just to avoid any compatibility issues. I don't think there should be any, but just to play on the safe side. And the settings can be edited by double-clicking. There's limited settings, but you've got what you need, and that is the ability to change between the Chaos models and the Nino style Chibi models. And all you need to do is select the one you want, or go back to the original FMVs if you want to do that, and then select save, and you can just come and change this whenever you want to. So if you get a little bit fed up with the Chibi models, you can go to the Chaos models, or vice versa. Moving on to the actual comparison then, so you can see how this mod does update things. Now, I'm going to choose the Pillar Escape Assault FMV because it happened to be close to a save file for me, and it also is an FMV that has those Chibis that are going to be replaced. So, here is the original Final Fantasy VII version of the FMV for the context. Notice the panicking crowd on top of the falling plate, along with the aardvark that's reading the news, and also President Shinra himself. Don't get me wrong, of course, this was 1997, and I think Square really did set a brand new standard in terms of quality when it came to this kind of implementation of pre-rendered FMVs in video games. But as we move now into the Cosmos versions of the FMVs, you'll see there's really a night and day difference. And these also, I believe, are based on the Satsuki upscaled versions of the FMVs for that extra polish as well. Now, when it comes to modding FF7, I've always been a big fan of using the Chibi model enhancements, since they are the ones that retain the original art style. And you can see immediately the improvement there in the crowd, along with the newsreader. And you'll see the other people here have also received their enhanced models, along with Shinra himself. So, vast improvement here over the original version of the FMV. Honestly, I think these updates look incredible, and the fact that this work can even be done in the first place on these FMVs really does blow my mind. And finally, I will show you the FMV with the Chaos model updates for those of you that would prefer this. Again, it does look fantastic. Honestly, when I thought we'd reached the pinnacle of what was possible with Final Fantasy VII modding, my mind gets blown when something like this happens. I mean, actually changing the FMVs to this degree, I never thought that would be possible. And of course, it wouldn't be right to finish this video without giving big shout outs to those that were involved. So, first of all, to Cosmos, thank you so much, Cosmos, for creating this wonderful mod, and also recognition for Satsuki Yatoshi, who gave us the upscaled FMVs of which this mod was based upon, and also Nino Style for making those brilliant Chibi style models, which I absolutely adore. Credit also to Calderosha for providing the alternative character models, and also thanks to Misty, True Odin and Bones for working on various compatibility issues. And of course, thank you dear viewers for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and perhaps go and check out Cosmos's YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and just show him a little bit of love for the work that's gone into this wonderful mod. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. As always, I've been your host Simon, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.